Hello everyone, Charles from the Bible Unbound, and we're going to take a look at another note-taking Bible today. This is the CSB Illustrator's Note-Taking Bible. So as everybody on the channel knows, my wife and their group are really deep into note-taking, and I've been showing some really nice note-taking options that would be perfect for what they like to do. And this, I think, is nice. It would do very well for somebody that you know that likes to take notes, or maybe even a young person that would actually get a lot out of illustrating as well with their reading. Now this is a very nice, it has a beautiful slip cover to it. And as we take it out and take a look at the back, so there's over 600 line art illustrations in here. 2-inch wide margins, Smyth-sewn lay flat binding. So it's a single column text format. 9.5 point font, black letter text in the words of Christ. 2 ribbon markers, concordance. It has a 1-year Bible plan and presentation pages in the front. It's very nicely done. So before I get too far into it, let's take out the ribbons. But I like this kind of, it's a leather touch sort of thing. Or what are they calling it? Leather touch. So as we look at the cover, this is a very interesting leather touch. So it's kind of like that suede leather touch they've been doing that has a really soft feel to it. I really like that. It has this really nice flower design on the front. And a CSB, Holy Bible, Christian Standard Bible, Holman logo. 3 of the printed hubs on the front. There is no gilding on the side. But it's really nice perimeter stitching all the way around. Paste-in construction. And past that first paste-in page, you can see a lot of the artwork that's in here. There's your copyright page. It looks like it has a few bindings to it. This is the 2025 printing, so this is really new. So your table of contents, your Old Testament and New Testament, the reading plan and concordance in the back. And even in the beginning, you have these really nice designs that you could write in and actually color in. So you have your introduction to the CSB. So like I always say, read that introduction or preface at least one time if it's your first time reading that type of Bible. You go in your Old Testament. And look at these very nice designs. So you got all this artwork that you could fill in with color pencils or really nice, I would probably use like acid reprint pins or something in here to color these in and make it as beautiful designed and colored as you want. Plenty of note-taking space. So you can use this space to write notes through or to actually color and use designs. It is a gold, so that's gold lines, gold chapter numbers, and each of the chapter headings are all in gold. Very nicely done. Just like the other one that I showed before too, there are no textual footnotes in here. And no cross references. But this, as we jump through here, I mean, look at all this artwork. I know this would be excellent for a young person that likes to color. And you know, who knows, even when you're coloring, you might actually start learning something from the pages that you're coloring on too, which is a nice little option. But this is beautiful. I mean, let's look at the space on, so at the end of each of the books, they leave it open to the next page and you have all of this space. This is beautiful. And in between books, they have a full page of lined paper on there as well for notes. So as you get to Exodus, so each of these sometimes are actually, it looks like that they're poignant to what is actually in that section that you're reading. It's very nice. Like this "I am who I am" is a relation to Exodus 3:14 statement of, you know, Moses asks who he is, and he says, tell him, "I am who I am." Very nice. So with the note taking, you have a lot of extra space for artwork. I really like that they did this. This would be a beautiful journaling and artwork Bible. It's very nice. It comes with these two nice ribbons on here. They're slightly thinner, just past a little over quarter inch ribbon that looks like it's more of a single-sided ribbon. It's shinier on one side. It's very nice. Jump through to take a look at the Psalms in a poetic section. So you still have all that space because the way that they do the justification of the poetic section, it's very nicely done. I like the way they did the name of the psalm, that nice gold inlay for the descriptions. That's very good. Very, very good. And as we get out of the Psalms, we'll jump ahead into the New Testament. You notice this is a black letter edition, but part of the reason why I say to read that preface is that there are interesting little tidbits that you learn. One of the great ones in the CSB is anytime you see a bolded text in here, that is going to be a direct cross-reference to the Old Testament. So it's directly quoting the Old Testament in the New Testament. Now, if this was a Bible that has footnotes, typically that cross-reference is going to be in that footnote that show you back where it was. And even if you don't have them in a note-taking Bible, you might look for this reference, find it yourself, and notate it on the side. That would be a good use of that. And it looks like there are some cross-references, not a lot. It's like in here is a note on Luke 23:16 that some of the other masses included this verse 17 to it. And as we get out of Revelation, you go to the helps in the back. So there is a nice little concordance in the back, as well as a daily Bible reading plan. So this is a Bible in the year plan, where they break out by week. So this isn't daily ones like mine breaks out per day, and this breaking out per week. The benefit to this, using this checkbox method, is that if you feel like you're getting behind, go to your next week, and when you can, catch up, and then you can still check that box later. So it's like a little bit less stress and less, feeling like you have to literally check off the boxes. I like that reference. After that, you have the CSB Concordance. Very nice large lettering for the concordance too. They didn't go to a small lettering. So this is very, very readable. And they're usually a pretty large concordance. So after the concordance, it looks like you have one full blank page that you can use for notes. And then you have the CSB maps in the back. These are the same kind of white coloring for the maps. And your paste on page, then to your stitching all the way around in the back. Beautiful cover on the back. I like this. So this is very nice. This would be an excellent option for somebody that is really into artwork and actually coloring, like the old style coloring books when we were younger. This is very nice. I have a feeling that somebody's really going to love doing this. And I believe this would be a great option for the ladies in my wife's group to be able to look at if they're looking for a journaling Bible. So with that, we always ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other suggestions for other Bibles that are similar to this, drop that in the comments so that we can suggest these to our other viewers. And as always, we hope that you have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. And we hope to see you in the next video.